Okay, hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So what I'm going to take you through is about 5 days of microgreen growth. I'm going to show kind of how we load our trays, and everybody does them a little bit different, but a couple of things we've stumbled along the way. Watched a lot of YouTube videos on doing microgreens. Now we've been doing them 6 years, and so here's a couple of tips in here that I think you'll find interesting that really help speed up the process and make it more consistent. So we're going to show you that now. Again, don't forget, like, share, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It really helps us out as we try to grow the channel and bring you more content. So we're going to get into all the details here, and then at the end I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you in 5 days what these microgreens look like. So here's a couple of trays of our broccoli microgreens. So we do not put trays on top to weight these. See, here's our weekly reminder. That's an old canning jar flat. And so we put in our Pro Mix. I've used all kinds of different soils, and thought I was getting a better bargain. Kellogg raised or potting mix, organic potting mix, about $9 a bag at Home Depot. You get about 6 flats, 7 flats out of it. This is more expensive. Our local Ace Hardware carries these. They're about $55 for 4 cubic foot, but it's compressed, and we get about 45 flats out of this bag, and these are the 2-inch deep flats. We didn't go make the investment on the 1-inch flats. They're very expensive, and yeah, they'll pay back over the long haul, but they're specialized, and we use these flats for a lot of things. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked. So I didn't show this, but we fill this with our mix, and then I just take this and almost like a little road grader, very little pressure, I just get it level. Right, then we sprinkle our seeds on, and then what I literally do, and I've already done it on these, is I come back and I just press it gently. And what that does is it gets the seed down. This Pro Mix is pretty fluffy, so it gets the seed down and it gets it in contact with the soil, which is the main goal. Yeah, some people say if you set the flats or the weights on top, it'll force the roots to go down in. Telling you, in 10 days it doesn't make that much difference, and we'll show you. We've got some really nice microgreens. Let me show you a picture of those. So there's some radish, there's some broccoli. I'm going to be cutting these this afternoon, and so I also use these humidity domes. Once the blackout period's over, it helps hold in some moisture. We bottom water only and very minimally, and don't see any mold issues or anything like that. I only do this, really mainly after they emerge. So here's some peas you can see, and so there's some sunflower. Again, though, no weighted things. And I'm going to show you one other thing we're experimenting with, and in fact, I'm going to do an experiment as part of this video. So we get some paper towel and we lay in here, and I learned this with the cantaloupes because the cantaloupes really needed to retain a lot of moisture, and so I started off using some of the cotton hydroponic batting that you use in hydroponic channels, but it was sticking too much to the seeds. So paper towel really does a good job. So initially, then I just come in and I just give it a light mist. And I don't really have to do it this way. Okay. Then once I've got a little bit of a mist going, now I can come in with my shower. And the beauty of this is you can get some water on it and not disrupt the seeds. And so you'll see here, right, not disrupting the seeds and getting it really good and soaked. And then that's going to hold that water in. for the germination period, right? Pardon our mess in the background. We got some cleaning up to do, but now I can't do that with these because it just disrupts the soil and the seeds significantly. So basically every day I have to come in and mist. This helps alleviate that. And then what we do is we just take some 1020 trays and we cover them. Hard to do this one-handed. I don't have my camera stick today. And so these are like old split ones. Doesn't really matter. They just, need to block the light. So we turn them on upside down, and a paper towel is going to hold the moisture in. This being damp will hold moisture with the with the cover on it too, but not as readily as this paper towel. And so I'm doing a side by side. We'll come back in a couple of days and we're going to see how these germinate compared to each other. Okay, it's now 3 days later. Here is the side where we don't have paper towel, and they are germinating in here, but you can see it's spotty. And here's the paper towel side. And yeah, we do have a little fuzz there, but that'll go away once it's a lot of root hairs actually. So as you can see, these are ready to come out from under the hood. So we just pull the paper towel. Look at that. Very little of the seed or anything comes out. Look at all those root hairs in there. Just a ton of root hairs. So really good germination. See, pull these up. I mean, there's a few little seeds and whatnot in there, but nothing bad. So look at the difference. This side versus this side. We'll keep these covered for another day. We'll keep them wet. They will germinate, but you can see the difference. Absolutely significant difference. So, there's a lot of ways to do these things. This is a way that we found that we get a lot better germination a lot quicker and more fully. And these are ready now for light and sun, and these have to wait another day. So this is day 4. You can see these were the paper towel ones I uncovered yesterday, and we're going to uncover these that didn't have the paper towel. Now what you're seeing now is that there's more germination on these areas that were spotty. Root hairs are forming here, and they're just getting to the place today where the paper towel ones were yesterday, but still these are well behind. So that means this tray is going to have some mismatch in the maturity of the microgreen. Look how consistent these are. So huge difference. And so just to real quickly uncover, these were planted the same day. These are some of our red stem radish. Now we're paper toweling everything. So look how easy that just comes off of there. Doesn't really, mess with, the radishes or anything. I mean, we get a few, that come and pull up with it, but not many. And so those will now green up. And again, no weighted trays, none of that stuff. On these. So this is cantaloupe, so they take a little longer to germinate and to come up, but I don't know if I've got another radish here. Yep, so here's another radish. Pulled that one out, pinched it in the lip, but again, let's see, just kind of roll this paper towel back. Just a couple of the seedlings come up, but for the most part, you can see there at the back and the front edges, there was a little bit of sunlight eking in, but really good germination. Now, they'll green up, they'll fill out, and we'll get probably 14 ounces per tray, 12 to 14 ounces per tray. So which is right in line with what we expect to get. So kind of recapping here in day 5, you remember I showed you when the trays were in these slots, the broccoli specifically, we had some of the radish down below it. And so I've moved the broccoli, 2 of them that were under the paper towel are over here. I've got the humidity domes on the 2 that didn't have the paper towel. You can still see that they're catching up. Still got a little bit of mismatched growth where the germination wasn't quite as robust, but looky here. So these are the 5 days, and they probably got another day or 2. So we'll probably harvest these on day 6 or day 7. And look at these red stem radish. The beauty about these is as they grow, they'll push up this humidity dome, allow a little bit of airflow under here, but really help with moisture and optimizing kind of the moisture in here so that they don't dry out too quick. Again, look at these nice broccolis. So that's how we do it, and hopefully you found this helpful. And stay tuned to the channel. So what you may be noticing is I have them on this bench. You may actually see the level there. Disregard this float, that's for one of our hydroponic reservoirs. But we got one of these ebb and flow fitting kits. So what we're gonna do, next project, we'll be highlighting this on another video, is we're gonna build a frame around the edge. We built these to do seedling plants. And so we had a bunch of these old hydroponic NFT racks, and we put the wire on, and as you can see, we can put 10-20 trays, and that was great for seedlings. We're not going to use this one again, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and build a wooden frame around this. We're going to line it. We're going to put the ebb and flow fitting. We'll put a reservoir in the middle under here. It'll actually then fill this reservoir with water, so we won't have to use the bottom trays anymore. We'll actually just use the slotted trays sitting in that flood pool. It'll flood. We'll have a little overflow tube, so it'll fill up for about 10 minutes. It'll allow that water to wick up, and then the pump will shut off and the table will drain right back out through the pump. So we'll be doing a complete video on that next. Hope you found this helpful. And again, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Helps us grow the channel so that we can bring you more content. Hopefully you find this helpful, interesting, educational, whatever it may be for you. We certainly enjoy doing them, and thanks for watching.